What is up, MMA fans? This is Tudor Leonte for Sherdog.com, and today it's my honor to talk with one featherweight champion, Mr. Thanh Lee. Hello, sir. How are you today?
Doing great. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for giving us a little bit of your time today. I don't know how it happens, but we just speak during summer. I spoke with you last summer. You were preparing for your Martin Nguyen fight. It went pretty well that time. But what have you been up to in the meantime, in addition to winning the one championship belt?
Man, that's about it. That's been the main focus. But other than hanging out with my family and living life the best we can, teaching, training, that's about it. We welcomed our daughter last year. Defended the belt, and here we are, defending it again.
And you defended it in quite an emphatic way against Garry Tonon. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Right now, you're scheduled to face Kai Tang at 160 on August the 26th. How is your preparation for this fight going?
Really well. This is definitely one of the best camps that I've had. Feeling as sharp as I've ever felt. Yeah, I'm feeling really good, ready for this fight, and yeah, we're gonna have some fireworks come August 26th.
Are you still preparing all your fights at Moon College Taekwondo? Are you still with the
So
same?
I split my time between Moon College, which is my gym, Mid City MMA, which is here in New Orleans in Mid City, and then 50-50 Jiu-Jitsu, which is in Falls Church, Virginia.
And who are some of your main sparring partners in preparation for this one?
You know, my brother and coach, Vin Lee, of course. My other head coach has stepped in a little bit this camp too, Sean Gayton. I have a buddy of mine, Corey Sandhagen, who is from Denver, and he'll be down next week. I've spent a few trips with him in Falls Church, Virginia, with Ryan Hall and his team at 50-50. And my buddy Carlos Vera, who is in Virginia, and then down here this week for training.
And what about your corner? Who's going to fly with you to Singapore for the fight?
We're gonna have the usual crew. We'll have Sean Gayton and Vin Lee, my the Mid City MMA head coach, and my brother and coach Vin.
Well, of course, results are on your side, so I understanding why you are not changing anything, you know, in your team.
Yeah, it's what's funny is actually we do like a re-evaluation every fight. Just to see things that we can improve in the corner. If that requires a roster change, that would happen. But it's been a great ride with these guys, and these two guys have been by my side since my first amateur fight, so they ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
Okay, that's fair, and that's that's good to hear. I took part in the press conference where one announced your upcoming fight with Tang. Your opponent sounded pretty confident with his words. Is there any animosity between the two of you going into this fight?
I don't know. On my side, definitely not. Things like that don't really bother me. Y'all know me pretty well. I let things roll off the shoulder in life pretty easily, and then especially with people trying to hype up a fight and talk their way into a title fight, which he did a great job doing. No animosity on my side. I think he, just like every guy that I'm going to face from now on, if I am able to keep this belt, he's going to have a fire lit under his ass, and he's going to want this belt more than anything in his life. So I get it. I was there. I'm still there. And unfortunately for him, I'm here with some experience and some things waiting for him.
Yeah, of course. And you put your fist to work in your latest fights. In addition to the ones the stoppages you scored in your career. I mean, your next opponent is quite a finisher as well. He earned his title shot after stopping several opponents. I'm guessing here you won't see this fight going in the distance, right?
You are correct. It's not gonna happen. It hasn't happened yet in my career. This ain't gonna be the first time. But he's got really good power, good speed. His feet move relatively well. Yeah, he's definitely a finisher. So was Garry. So was Martin. I like the danger that it brings. I like the how it keeps you on your toes. The fight can end in any second, so you got to make sure you're on point, which brings out the best version of me.
And we saw that in your latest fight when you defended your belt against Garry Tonon in March. You scored a victory, I believe it was 56 seconds or something like that. It was under the minute at any rate. What are you imagining to finish your opponent? Okay, to win and to finish your opponent perhaps, but under the 1 minute mark?
No, not at all. I mean, every fight we get into, if I think if you and your team do a good job, you do enough during preparation to hype this man up like he's Superman. So you prepare like he's undefeatable, and you try to be the best, have the best game plan, have the best tactics, have everything in place to have a perfect fight for yourself. But you're putting him up on this pedestal to where it motivates you every day to get in there, spend the time, build the skill, perfect the game plan, and then he's just human. And no, I wasn't expecting for it to end in the first round in under a minute, but I was going in there looking for a finish, like I always do, and I knew that I wasn't going to let it go to decision. One of us was going to finish the other because I wasn't going to shy away from his grappling. And as you can see, he didn't shy away from my striking, in that first little exchange. So I figured he would push the pace to connect early, and maybe that would get him knocked out. But he was very experienced, very smart. He's got a great team behind him. So I wasn't sure what the game plan was going to be. We just had to be prepared for everything, which sounds like a similar answer I'd have to most of my camps because that's the way we approach all the fights.
I was expecting to see, leg locks considering Garry Tonon's background and his team, but I wasn't expect him to go for a leg lock early in the fight. To me, of course, and the results speaks for itself. It was a bad decision on his behalf. I'm guessing here you prepared to defend leg locks for that fight.
Yeah, it's I've spent my entire career getting ready for that grappler, right? I wasn't ready for that level of grappler before in my career. Obviously, I think I am now, but it's always been as a guy with a Taekwondo background who likes to move his feet, it likes to be in and out, likes to snipe from a little long range. I'm gonna constantly have guys test a way to close the gap and get me either to the ground or create really tight inside exchanges that favor them. So I'm really used to seeing that come my way. Unfortunately, for my next opponent, I'm really used to seeing somebody with that in and out style, heavy power, quick hands, and quick kicks in my brother. So it's been a lot of preparation both ways, and hopefully we get some results that mirror each other in this one and the other defense.
Well, fingers crossed, of course. When we spoke last year, you told me that you would be interested in moving up a division for a super fight. In case of victory, would you like to call out the winner of the Christian Lee-Rae Yoon Ok clash?
So never looking past my current opponent, of course. But as somebody who approaches a game with tries to look at it intellectually and tries to prepare for things down the road, that's something that you have to contemplate at least. So yeah, definitely, I am really interested in seeing that fight. I want to see how it goes. I want to see the winner, all that good stuff. But we're gonna save a call out because I don't know if we're gonna look towards a mixed rules engagement because we've had a little bit of hype about that. which I was there for the 1X event, and it was such an awesome show. It was so cool to watch. Watching Mighty Mouse in there, Rodtang in there was high on my list. That or go to lightweight, give me another belt. I really, really like both options. We'll kind of see what the fans want to see, what direction the company wants to go in, and then where the money's at.
Just hypothetically, have you already a name in mind for a mixed rules contest?
Definitely. That's like I said, that's next on the list. They're tied with the lightweight belt and a mixed rules event, because I really want to be a part of something like that that's different, that's trailblazing, that's something the fans haven't seen before. And win or lose, we go out there, we put our best performances out there, and I know the fans are going to enjoy something like that. So mixed rules, lightweight, one of those is next.
Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough. I want to insist, but right now I'm really intrigued and really curious. Hopefully this one will play out, because I will be the first fan to watch that fight. Have you already picked your walkout song?
Yeah, I use this. Well, I try to use the same one every time, unless there's some kind of mistake. But yeah, I used Roy Jones Jr. Can't Be Touched. Really good walkout song for me. Gets me in the right mindset. Makes me feel loose, relaxed. And then Roy Jones is the man. So.
Of course, and it seems that one championship champions really like this song, since also Rainier the Reader walks out to.
Oh yeah.
To Can Be Touched.
I think he stole my song. It's all good though. I'm willing to share. I like RDR. He's a
yeah, he's a great man indeed. I was almost expecting a call out, since it seems that nowadays he's fighting in almost every weight division.
I like it, man. He's doing big things. It's really awesome to see his success, and we got a little tie-in together since we both won our belts, and beat a couple of friends, some great fighters, but they were buddies, so it's kind of cool to do that on the same night.
Yeah, it is indeed. Sir, I finished my questions. Before I let you go, do you have any last messages?
No, y'all just make sure you tune in August 26th. It is going to be fireworks. They have the main event, second to last for some reason, but y'all make sure to tune in.
Thank you again for giving us a bit of your time today. Best of luck with your upcoming fight, and hopefully I will hear again from you in the future, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Have a nice one. Bye-bye.
You too.